Let's go on a bit of a road trip today, and for those of you not from Ohio, yes, this is a good generalization of what Ohio actually looks like. Highway, cornfield, let's get going. I'm traveling across the state today to visit with my friend Pat. You may remember him from the ending of the Astrobiology Science Conference video. He was the one that kindly came to pick me up from the airport. I wanted to make this video today to talk a little bit about my personal experiences with cosplay. So, along my trip, I'm going to be stopping and filming the next snippet of this video. All right, let's go! Can't forget this. Now, I would not consider myself a cosplayer, but I have done a little bit of cosplay. I've made my own costumes, worn them to conventions, asked to get my picture taken. I've done a little bit, I've dabbled in cosplay. And it's mainly been because of YouTube. Remember those parody songs that I used to do? I did costumes for Harry Potter videos, Doctor Who videos, basically because of the parody songs that I wrote, the costumes that I made, that was sort of my in for cosplaying. A lot of you guys know that I'm a sucker for a good rest stop, so let's talk about cosplay. So even after those initial parody songs, I continued to make more costumes for more YouTube videos. I did multiple versions of the Joker costume in a video, I did a Pokemon trainer, and somewhere along the line, I transitioned from making costumes for videos to costumes for conventions. Since I already had an 11th Doctor cosplay, I decided to wear that to a con, and I believe that that was the first time that I ever dressed up in costume for a convention. But the first time that I actually made a costume to wear at a convention was when I dressed as Rick from The Walking Dead. Here's a picture. My friend went along with me to the convention. She dressed as Michonne. Regretfully, there were no zombies at the convention, but it was a smaller convention, like 400 people in attendance, but it was still a pretty good time. The next cosplay costume that I made was for Free Comic Book Day when I dressed up as Archer, and my friend who dressed as Michonne dressed up as Lana. It was pretty good. But the problem was that I had blonde hair, I didn't dye my hair at all, and Archer has black hair and I have blonde hair, but her Lana was so spot on that it didn't matter because people recognized her. Later that year, we decided to do Archer and Lana again for San Diego Comic-Con, and this time I dyed my hair black, so I looked more the part. But I had also made sure to bring one other costume to San Diego Comic-Con that year. Longshot from the X-Men. I originally wanted to do the updated version of Longshot with the short hair because I thought I could look the part, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized that I needed to do the Longshot with the mullet. I needed to do 80s Longshot. Longshot appeared in the comics the same year that I was born. Art Adams, Longshot's creator, was going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. It was perfect. I needed to dress up as Longshot for this convention. Longshot was easily one of the most complex costumes that I had ever put together. So many little tiny details and intricacies. I got some help from my friend Kelly, and I think it turned out pretty nice. Unfortunately, I lost the costume shipping it from California back to Ohio, but on the bright side, I did get to meet Art Adams while I was wearing Longshot, and he said that he had only ever seen 2 people in his entire career cosplay 80s Longshot, and that I was the best one out of the 2 that he had ever seen. I've worked on other cosplay costumes that I've never worn. Some are finished and some are on a bit of a hiatus. I put together a pretty great Scarlet Spider cosplay a couple years ago. I created the whole thing and I've never actually worn it anywhere. It is sitting in a box right now. I don't think I've put the whole thing on 100% all at the same time, but it's something that I've finished. And for my past few conventions, I focused more on taking photos and video than actually dressing up in a cosplay. I mean, let's be honest, it's a pretty nice way to get a free press pass into these conventions. However, I still wanted to cosplay a little bit. So, with my camera, I opted for a Peter Parker cosplay. Get it? Because he carries a camera around. It's a functional cosplay. But, like I said earlier, I don't consider myself a cosplayer. Sometimes I will take part in the act of cosplay because I'm a creative. I like creating things. I like working with my hands and making something. Clearly, I keep making these videos even though it's not my job. It's just something I enjoy doing. I enjoy creating things. Speaking of videos though, my friend Rini is really big into cosplay and she is quite good. And although she doesn't know that I'm making this video, she is actually the reason why I'm making this video, because very recently Rini made a video about discouraged cosplayers. Now Rini is sort of new to YouTube. She's been posting videos for the past couple months, but mostly they're vlogs from conventions. This video, the Advice for Cosplayers video, was her first sit down and talk to a camera video. And it was very informative. Ah, that sun just burst through the tree out of nowhere. Anyway, I'm going to leave a link for Rini's video down below. You should go watch it. Her advice to discouraged cosplayers, because it's very informative and it's a really good sit down and talk to the camera vlog for it being her first actual vlog. Also, I think it'd be kind of neat if a bunch of you went over and commented on that video, because like I said, she doesn't know that I'm making this video, so she will all of a sudden see an influx of attention on that video, and she deserves the attention because some of her cosplays are just amazing. Ah, the sun is back. Anyway, as always, my name is Travis. Thank you for listening to what I have to say, and you will see me on Monday.